USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump Day.
That's right. And our guest host for today, Miss LisaRaye is here. Good morning.
I am in the house. Good morning.
Queen LisaRaye is here.
That's right.
Decked out in all white like always.
I thought y'all was gonna have a white chair for me. Y'all got the two king chairs, and y'all knew I was coming, so I'm in the computer chair.
You know what happened?
What happened was
I ordered these over the holidays, and I thought that they would be here by the time we came back on January 9th, but they weren't because they were stuck in the queue because I forgot to press pay, so I had to order some more.
Yeah.
So, but I made sure those went through, so they should be here soon.
Yes.
Well, that means I'm coming back.
Absolutely.
Okay, absolutely. How you feeling? How's everything?
Man, everything is good right now. Like this second.
Why?
This second,
You know,
that could change in 5 minutes.
Right, exactly. And that's exactly what I mean.
Happen tomorrow?
Right, you know what I mean?
It's the ebbs and flows
Things
of life.
be happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like up and down all the time. Even when I say it's good, that I learn not to say because a minute later it's like, what happened? Oh, dang. You know? So it's a lot going on, life going on, career's going well, you know, but personal life, family life, things is happening, you know what I mean? I got a lot of estrogen in my house, my mama home, my daughter there, my grandbaby and my assistant all living with me.
That's why you came here, because you was like, let me get away.
You know what? I say that everybody is, of my labor, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody paying but me. You know, the fruits of my labor, but ain't nobody doing no labor but me.
Gotcha.
I got all these roommates, but ain't nobody paying but me.
Don't pay no bills. They
You know
just
what
cleaning
I'm
the house and cooking and things like that?
No, I cook, but I cook because I love to cook, and that's my therapy. You know what I mean? And then I'm cleaning, I'm mopping. I feel like Cinderella sometimes, but that's a whole nother thing.
So you
know
clean, you cook, and you work?
I cook and I clean. I can tell you how I got my rings. Ow! Okay.
Clearly, you've had that conversation in the house before. It's not the first time they're hearing it.
Oh my God, I almost say it every day. I mean, I don't even like the fact that I'm saying it every day. It's like, don't even say that no more.
Now,
they ain't listening.
Now, last night, Biden, he addressed the United States.
State of the Union.
State of the Union. Did you watch that, or did you watch LeBron?
I did it both. I flipped back and forth. I couldn't sleep. You know, I'm still on LA time, so I was up. I took a nap and just came here. Like, I'm here.
Yeah, he was done before Braun.
He was done before Braun?
Way before Braun.
Yeah, I was watching the Knicks, so I missed him.
Oh.
You watched the Knicks? You wasted that much time? You watched the
State of the Union? You wasted that much time?
I'd rather watch the State of the Union than the Knicks.
So we can know what's going on. At least
watch.
what the plan is.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
Well, what?
Not much of a plan.
See?
Just like the Knicks, they don't have much of a plan either.
Ooh, ting.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, we'll talk about it next.
You know what else is interesting?
What's that?
Miss Ray is like the only person who seems like 6 in the morning, she's up. Out of all of the guest hosts we had,
Yo, it's
on their
like,
first day, they be kind of down.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. I'm still up at home, you know, going through social media or just not sleeping or thinking about how I'm trying to get everybody to move out my house.
All right.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying? I'm thinking about things.
we got front page news next. We'll tell you about the State of the Union. Also, LeBron. If you haven't heard, we'll tell you about LeBron. We'll fill you in, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, LisaRaye, in the building.
Hey.
Yep, I'm here.
And let's get in some front page news. Now, last night, LeBron James and the Lakers played. Did he beat the record?
Looking for James. He's got it. Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot at history. And there it is! LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
Congratulations to King James.
Yeah, I stayed up to watch that. I stayed up to watch that. I wanted him to break the record on the skyhook, though.
They said he was practicing that.
I saw him practicing it earlier.
They said he was practicing that. And I was in front of course, sold-out arena. They said tickets were about $65,000 for courtside. I seen Hove there. I seen Bad Bunny. I seen Shannon Sharp, of course. His family was there.
They let him back in.
Yeah. Well, he's a Bron fan. He ain't going nowhere.
Denzel Washington was there.
Yeah, Denzel Washington was there. A lot of people were in the building. So congratulations to Bron. And he had a speech after.
Thank you to the Laker faithful. You guys are one of a kind. To be able to be in the presence of such a legend and great as Kareem, it means so much to me. It's very humbling. Please give a standing ovation to the captain, please. To my beautiful wife, my daughter, my 2 boys, my friends, my boys, my family, my mother, everybody that's ever been a part of this run with me the last 20 years, 20 plus years. I just want to say I thank you so much because I wouldn't be me without y'all. All y'all help, all y'all passion, all y'all sacrifices helped me get to this point.
Yeah, they stopped the game with 10 seconds left in the third quarter as soon as he hit the shot.
Stop the game, that's right.
I mean, you knew that because they knew it was coming.
But the Lakers
Absolutely.
did lose last night. They did lose after that. They lost by 3.
Well, salute to
Too
Bron,
much
man.
excitement.
He's still not better than MJ or Kobe, but salute to Bron.
You know what? I didn't want to hate. I did not want to hate. And I'm a
hate.
Chicago girl, but I was like, I don't like anybody to kind of, run away with Michael Jordan's anything. You know what I mean?
The reason I say it's not hate is because we got to keep things in perspective. Because I saw ESPN post last night a picture of LeBron sitting in the throne with Michael and Kobe and Magic at his feet, and I'm like, no, that's not the case. Because Kareem has had that scoring record for 38 years, and y'all ain't never had him in that throne.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm going with you
over
on
MJ and
That's
Kobe. You know.
Now-
I mean, you have some older people that'll say Kareem sometimes, but most of the time it's MJ.
Yes.
So to me, yes, it's still MJ and Kobe.
Now, more importantly, the president of the United States addressed the union
I don't know
yesterday.
how much more.
He gonna go
important.
back to this. Okay, go
And
ahead.
he talked about
More
so much
important in
yesterday.
theory, I guess.
Well, when he first started the speech, he started booing him.
Some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. If Congress doesn't keep the programs the way they are, they'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Folks, the idea is we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't
Yo,
respond.
they disrespectful to the president, bro.
Well, listen, Marjorie,
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
well, Marjorie Taylor Greene yelled out and called him a liar. I actually appreciated it. And the reason I appreciated
It's the president still, though.
But they did that to Barack, right? Said the same thing, yelled out.
And they
yelled
threw
out.
a shoe at somebody one time. I think
That was
Bush.
Bush.
That was Bush. That was Bush.
But they called Barack a liar, and everybody thought it was just good old-fashioned racism. But no, Republicans just be standing on their square.
They disrespectful.
And how else you gonna let them know that you don't like what they saying, right?
Well, he spoke about the China balloon. He spoke about taxing the rich. He spoke about junk fees in Russia. And we'll get to it next hour because we got to pay some bills. But I'll get into the rest of that and play some more audio. But now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. And LisaRaye, our co-host, is here. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up!
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's up, Uber Mike? Good morning, Breakfast Club. How you
Mike,
doing?
what's happening?
Say what's up to LisaRaye. She's
How you
here
doing?
today.
Chi-Town's finest, LisaRaye.
You
Good
better
morning.
know it. How are you? Good morning.
Pretty good. Hey, I wanted to mess with DJ Envy about this Netflix password thing.
Yes, sir.
That he had against. You know what? They need to do that with Uber too, so people stop bootlegging Uber accounts to get rides as well.
But now you pay still on Uber though. No matter if my daughter used my account or a friend used the account, I still got to pay.
No. The problem is people they get kicked off the platform and they use somebody else's account
Oh.
to take rides.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't
That's
think
the issue for us.
Uber wouldn't care about that. 'Cause like you said, they still
They
get
get
paid.
paid.
No, but he's saying if you get kicked off the platform because of some foul issue you did, now you use mine, you still get a ride. You're still a
Oh,
nasty
got you,
person.
got you,
Yeah,
got
I
you,
get
got
what
you.
you're saying.
Right. So, but anyway, good morning to y'all. Y'all have a blessed day today.
And
Thanks
shout
for
out to all
calling.
the Uber drivers out there. I ain't know y'all only get like 30% of what the fare usually is.
Oh man, it's bad.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's disrespectful.
But I reached a milestone too, 10,000 rides. So
What
Oh,
do you
I'm
get for
flying
that?
up there.
Yeah, what do you get for that?
Nothing.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Be safe out there.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, DJ NB, how you doing, man? This is Coach David, Charlamagne.
Peace, King. What's the word?
Yeah.
LisaRaye is here too, our co-host for today, brother.
Good morning.
Good morning, beloved. How you doing?
Oh, thank you. I'm great.
Ah, man. Hey, listen, Charlamagne, listen, and Envy. I want to say one thing, man. Y'all co-hosts, great co-hosts until yesterday, man. My man Ray J, for the past 2 days was like trying to read somebody's text that don't use no punctuation, yo. Oh my God.
Coach Davis,
But
I will
listen,
say
the
this,
reason
bro. I will say this. I told my wife yesterday, like, if I never believed in ADD or ADHD, I seen it live yesterday. Like, he goes from left to right, up, down, whatever.
Yo, gentlemen, I could imagine what y'all brief was like after the shows, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
You think we be briefing with Ray J after the show?
I know y'all don't brief with Ray J after the show, man. I could imagine y'all two brief, man. But here's why I called. Now, I watched that president dress last night, and I'm the one that, I like to watch the whole thing. I even go as far as watching the opposite political party's response, right?
Same.
So last night they had Sarah Huckabee. How does chick go from becoming a president's spokesperson to a governor is beyond me, but that's just the way society is with voting. But here's my thing. Homegirl did a whole designated survivor episode where she describes how the president jumped on an airplane and went overseas and nobody knew. Yo, they not low. They think they slick. That's a whole episode from Designated Survivor. And if you don't believe me, Google it.
Who did that? Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see
missed that part.
I missed that as well. But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, peace and blessings. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling today? Sean Stone.
Sean Stone, good morning.
Hey, LisaRaye, how you doing this morning? I love you. I just want to let you know that, okay?
Oh, I received that. Thank you.
Yeah, man, for real. Charlamagne, what up, man?
Peace, King. How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, man. I'm at work right now driving this garbage truck, man. I'm here with my other driver named Jose, man.
What's up, Jose?
Yeah, he heard you. He said, hola, Lisa.
Hola.
But also, Charlamagne, I took your advice when you told me to go and make my own YouTube channel. So can I shout it out real quick, please?
Sure.
It's Sean Stone TV on YouTube. If you guys just put the words together, SeanStone TV, you could get to see my YouTube page and subscribe and leave a comment, man. Show me some love. You know what I mean?
All right, brother.
That's what's up.
Hello, who's this?
This is Mari.
Mari, what up? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I'm calling about LeBron being the greatest. Morning to y'all. I don't understand how y'all don't believe LeBron's the greatest. I don't see how y'all don't understand how he's better than Michael Jordan and Kobe.
How old are you, sir?
Because I was born in 1978 and I got eyes.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 50.
Okay.
Oh, he should know.
Well, he's seen both.
Right.
He's seen them all. Why do you tell me? I mean, listen, he's great, so I don't even want to, get into that debate. But Michael Jordan's better.
I can.
I'm looking at the all-time greatest scorer. I'm talking about being fourth for the all-time assists. I mean, man, Michael Jordan falls like fifth in that category.
I'm telling you, this is about to be crazy because they never did this with Kareem.
Right.
Kareem is sitting on this record for 38 years, but you ain't never compared Kareem to Michael Jordan ever. But now that's gonna be Bron's thing.
I always did.
No, you didn't.
Nobody compared Kareem to Jordan, but everybody was.
He's looking at the numbers.
When we were in the barbershop, I always put Kareem ahead of Michael Jordan.
You a liar.
Don't get me wrong, I love Michael Jordan, but you just want LeBron to have that killer instinct, and that's just not him. He's just a team player.
And it's not what you call killer
Mike
instinct.
was too.
But no, but what he calls killer instinct is what I call a will to win. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant just had a will to win. You knew that in the fourth quarter, if the game was close, they weren't losing. You don't feel that way with Bron. Never have. Right. In his whole career. But I'm not taking nothing away from him. The guy's great.
Yeah.
All right. Get it off your chest.
He's just not Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant.
585-1051. See, this is why I'm an ass, right? So yesterday, shout to Duval. Duval Ellis, their book is out, We Over Me. He texted me yesterday. He says, yo, not sure if people tell you this often. You have a light around you, bro. He said, I mean that. He says, you from Queens, I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm going to let it slide. But it felt different this time. You've ascended and seem at peace. Keep going, bro.
Because you got a nose job.
So what did I reply?
And was you talking about your light skin?
No, he was just saying that, I guess he's seen he feels something different when he talked to me. So I was like, bro, are you flirting with me? I said, I'm a married
He hasn't seen you since your nose job.
Yo, shut up, man.
And cheek fillers.
Shut up.
Is that what's different about it? Let me see.
100%.
I don't have a nose job.
I think it's shiny on the end, on the tip.
No, it's not shiny. So what happened was I had these polyps in my nose.
What happened was?
And I was snoring a lot, and it was hard for me to breathe. So they removed the polyps. There was no nose job.
It made your nose smaller.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. I don't have a nose job. But anyway, shout out to the Duvals and shout out to the Ellises, and definitely pick up their book if you're out there. We Over Me. All right? But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way. LisaRaye is doing the rumors. Give us a little tease. What we talking about?
I want to talk about little Pretty Ricky.
Little Pretty Ricky?
Pretty Ricky Baby Blue released from prison after serving time for his PPP fraud.
Okay.
Wow. I didn't even know that, but his mom made a post. Did y'all see the post?
No, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we come back.
All right.
Now he got $24 million too, right? What? Well, we'll talk about it when we come back. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
And then he just did it. But we got Lisa.
Well, you disrespectful.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh, shoot.
See how I slide out like that?
Swing on him.
No, I'm going to cuss him out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cuss him out.
Get some blood on that beautiful white you wearing. You just going to warn people. But that's typical in me.
I know.
That's not typical in me.
Talking about, wearing white. I'm definitely not a virgin, but I might be an angel.
Hey.
But on Ting, and somebody else thinks that they're an angel as well. Pretty Ricky Mama, she made a post when he got out of jail, and it had wings on it. Now, don't you normally put wings on people that's angels that's descending?
Yeah, when they're no longer here with us.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was confusing. You know what I mean? People was like, hey, what's going on? And he's no longer with us. I thought he was just getting out, but he went to the upper room or what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Pleasure P, he welcomed him back and everything.
Now, he did it only a year, right? And this is for a $24 million scam?
Allegedly.
We got to say allegedly if he went to jail? Or allegedly $24 million?
Right.
I forgot the story. I just know it was for a PPP
He
scam
got
and
caught
it
up
was
in
a
a
bunch of money.
PPP scam. It was $24 million, and he only did, I think a year in jail, which is...
I'm not mad at that.
Well,
Personally.
here's the thing, though. He said that, at first he said that he didn't know where the money was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
They said that, it was a football agency or whatever, and he was getting money from them. And I'm almost like, but you're not a football player. So I don't know how you even thought that was okay. You know what I mean? But he admitted that he, took the money and bought some luxury things like a Ferrari. I guess he had to get that back.
I wonder how much he actually gave back. Because you could say I spent a lot of that money. And you could have it stashed somewhere, right?
Listen, man, a lot of that, we told people during the whole COVID thing that y'all were going to end up in PPP prison. Because everybody thought that they was just giving out free money for whatever reason.
I promise I thought that I didn't mess with it. And I got a real company. And they wouldn't even they only wanted to give me $20,000. I said, well, y'all can keep that.
You ain't get no small business loan?
No.
Really?
You must have.
I definitely got me a small business.
I got a small business loan that went to my business and my employees. It sure did. I didn't take none of that. It went all to my employees.
100%.
Yeah, just out there.
Mine too.
Well, we got actual audio of Baby Blue getting released.
What up, boy? What's happening, man? My dog outside. My dog say he outside. Baby Blue officially outside.
And we have audio of his mom as well.
You got to be careful how you handle people that are gifted.
That is not his mom.
Because when somebody's gifted, I don't care what kind of pit you put them in, they'll get out of it. I don't care what kind of lie you tell on them, they'll get out of it. I don't care what kind of prison you put it in, they'll get out of it. I want to talk to some people that have gotten out of some stuff that people put you in and thought you'd never get out of it. But because of the level of the gift that's down inside of you, I don't care how deep the pit was, sooner or later God will get you out of it. One thing you can do, you can take my coat, but you can't take my gift.
That's not Baby Blue Mama.
Not his mom posted that.
You put Bishop T.D. Jakes on something, everybody gonna listen. So
That's right.
she proved the point.
I don't think Bishop was talking about that kind of prison either, y'all.
I don't think so.
I don't either. That was confusing.
He wasn't talking about scamming.
But he wasn't even talking about that kind of incarceration. He wasn't talking about incarceration. You know what I mean? That's not the type of prison he was talking about. Because if you go to prison, more than likely you're gonna have a release date.
But you know how short-lived people's attention span is. He said prison. He was in prison. They thought prison. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about Cardi B and Offset, not at the Grammys. Remember that? Okay. They got their own Valentine's Day themed McDonald's meal. Ain't that cute?
I love it.
I love it too.
And she loves McDonald's. She really likes McDonald's.
When Cardi used to come up here back in the day before she blew up, she would always want McDonald's breakfast.
Sausage biscuit, right? Sausage biscuit.
I don't remember
cheese.
what the order was, but she would always want McDonald's breakfast. So that's very on brand.
You know what? McDonald's just not the same to me.
They changed it up
anymore.
a lot. The fries
like
are
the
different.
Fries, right? Everybody knew about those fries.
Pig fat.
It was some type of grease. Yeah,
pig fat grease or something.
Some
like
type of grease with a little bit of meat in it. Might have been fat grease.
No.
Is it fat grease?
Yeah,
it's some type of grease.
Back.
Some type of grease they used to fry.
Yeah, pig grease or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Pig grease.
I miss it.
Miss what?
I'm with the pig. I'm with the
taste.
pig. I eat. I don't discriminate.
You still eat pork?
What the hell out of it?
Really?
Man, and chitlins with that hot sauce.
No,
on
you don't eat no damn chitlins.
I eat chitlins.
How often?
Just as often as I can.
That
I like
long?
to find somebody to cook them. I mean, you can't find nobody to clean them. That's the thing.
And you got all the people living in your house and they ain't trying to leave with you cooking chitlins?
Well,
that's
I
like
don't
one
cook
time.
chitlins. I let somebody else do it.
You should really cook. If you need to get people out your house, you cook chitlins
Exactly.
one time, they'll be out the house.
They ain't
all
going
the
nowhere.
time.
They ain't going nowhere. They
that
live for rent free. Would you leave? No. But we can go ahead and have extra money to eat at McDonald's. Hey, Cardi B and Offset, they have a cheeseburger with barbecue sauce. They have the quarter pounder, fries, an apple pie. You got to have the apple pound inside.
Yeah.
With the large high C orange, lava burst, and a large Coca-Cola. I think I'll go there for Valentine's Day. I ain't been to McDonald's in a long time.
Yeah, that B gonna stand for boo boo. that meal sound like it's gonna make you
I don't know.
boo-boo.
That's probably normally White Castles. Them slide burgers.
Yes.
That ain't McDonald's. Man.
That's dope. That's usually Bubble Guts. Absolutely.
What about the Super Bowl commercials? Missy Elliott, she's gonna do a little something.
Okay.
For that, Diddy. Diddy starting a new Uber.
I seen that. I
commercial.
seen the tease for that one.
Here's my thing: the Super Bowl. I don't really care about it until the last quarter.
Depends how close the game is.
Yeah.
And it depends if your team
I
is
just want
playing.
to know who gonna win.
Yeah, I don't even care because my Dallas Cowboys on in there. So I'm just watching it for pure entertainment like I've been doing for the past 27 years.
I'm watching it for Rihanna. I want to see what she gonna do because she ain't came back in a long time.
As long as she don't do that Lift Me Up song, man.
She gonna do that.
Please
I
don't
think so
do Lift
too.
Me Up.
Damn, that number one record, bro.
Rihanna got so
The
many
national
greatest
anthem.
uplifting hits.
But that's
we
her
don't need
newest
Lift
record.
Me Up.
It's a big record.
Yeah,
they gonna play the record.
That song sounds great at the end of Wakanda when everybody's dressed in all white like LisaRaye. That's when it makes sense. But
Wait a minute, didn't she sing that at someone's funeral or something too?
Yeah, T'Challa.
To who?
Oh, and
Yeah, T'Challa.
in the movie, man,
Right.
in the movie. All right, well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got front page news. We got to fill you in with President Biden's State of the Union address. A lot we didn't get to, so we'll get to it next. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Your company has goals this year. Find the right people to help you achieve them with ZipRecruiter, where 4 out of 5 employers get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast. That's ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, LisaRaye. She's joining us all morning long. And let's get in some front page news. Now, if you're just waking up and if you're wondering if LeBron James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the NBA scoring mark,
Looking for James. He's got it. Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot at history. And there it is! LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
now Kareem had that record for 39 years.
39 years. Drop on the clues bombs for LeBron James. Congratulations to that brother. Amazing thing to watch. Amazing accomplishment.
Yes.
Yeah,
But he's still not Michael Jordan.
I agree.
Or Kobe Bryant in my book. But that's just...
Can we just let him live for a little bit?
No, we can't.
You
That's
sound
not how this works.
You sound like Stephen A. Smith with the Rihanna's performance, but she's no Beyonce. That's what you just sounded like.
That's not how this works.
That's what you sounded like.
That's not how this works.
Congratulations to LeBron.
Congratulations
Can we just stop
to
it right
LeBron.
there?
By the way, I was fine with everything until I saw that post from ESPN where ESPN posted LeBron sitting in the throne.
Right.
And they had Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Kobe like standing at the bottom
His
of the
feet.
His feet.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't like that because guess what? Y'all didn't do that for Kareem the last 39 years.
That's
You didn't have
true.
Kareem sitting in no throne.
Right.
With Michael sitting at his feet.
Amen.
So now people that love LeBron are going to use that to say LeBron is better than Michael Jordan,
Say
and
it again.
that's not the case.
Well, let's just say congratulations to LeBron.
We did it already.
Then we can have that
We
conversation
did
tomorrow.
that. No, we don't. We having it today.
No,
the
just
debate starts
congratulate the brother
today.
first, man.
The debate
did
starts
that.
today.
No.
The debate. By the way, that's going to be a never-ending debate. Y'all know that for the rest of our lives.
Absolutely.
It's never going to not be a LeBron versus Michael Jordan debate.
I mean, it
Always.
was about Kobe and MJ too in the beginning.
Now we got to talk about your President Biden. He addressed the union yesterday and talked about so many different things. One, he talked about that damn Chinese spy balloon.
As we made clear last week, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country, and we did.
He talks about China some more.
We made clear, and I made in my personal conversations, which have been many, with President Xi, that we seek competition, not conflict. But I will make no apologies that we're investing to make America stronger. We're in the strongest position in decades to compete with China or anyone else in the world. Anyone else in the world. I'm committed to work with China where we can advance American interests and benefit the world. But make no mistake about it. As we made clear last week, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country, and we did.
Busting a balloon is protecting the country?
I don't want to fight China.
Shooting a missile at a balloon.
That's protecting the country? Oh, okay.
We shouldn't be trying to fight with China.
No.
They too smart. They go to school like 20 hours a day.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Now he also talks about war with Russia.
Putin is now isolated from the world more than he has ever been. Together, along with our allies, we are right now enforcing powerful economic sanctions. We're cutting off Russia's largest banks in the international financial system, preventing Russia's central bank from defending the Russian ruble, making Putin's $630 billion war fund worthless. We're choking Russia's access to technology that will sap its economic strength and weaken its military. And tonight, I'm announcing that we will join our allies in closing off American airspace to all Russian flights, further isolating Russia and adding additional squeeze on their economy.
America needs to look in the mirror and realize
somebody we need rescuing over here.
We quick to rescue somebody.
Exactly.
Now we also talk about, speaking of rescue and how we get this money, taxing the rich.
Under my plans, as long as I'm president, nobody earning less than $400,000 will pay an additional penny in taxes. Nobody, not one penny. We have to reward work, not just wealth. Pass my proposal for the billionaire minimum tax. There's 1,000 billionaires in America. It's up from about 600 in the beginning of the term. But no billionaire should be paying a lower tax rate than a school teacher or firefighter.
I agree.
I mean it. Think about it.
I agree with that.
No, I agree with that
part.
I agree with that too.
Me too.
And they keep talking about it, but they keep giving all these billion-dollar companies all these tax breaks, and it makes no sense.
None.
That's because they know something what we don't know.
And they've been doing this for I don't even know how long. Now, also he talks about.
I like how he broke it down simple and plain, because Democrats have a problem with messaging, but that's a simple statement that's very true. No billionaire should be paying less in taxes than a teacher or firefighter.
Absolutely,
simple and plain.
I agree. Now he also talks about the junk fees which I'd never understand as well.
My administration is also taking on junk fees, those hidden surcharges too many companies use to make you pay more. For example, we're making airlines show you the full ticket price up front, refund your money if your flight is canceled or delayed. We've reduced exorbitant bank overdrafts by saving consumers more than $1 billion a year. We're cutting credit card late fees by 75% from $30 to $8. Junk fees may not matter to the very wealthy, but they matter to most other folks in homes like the one I grew up in, like many of you did.
No, them junk fees are ridiculous. You buy you go to a hotel and then they charge you a resort fee. But you just paid for a hotel fee. Then they charge you a resort fee. Then they charge you tax. Same thing when you buy an airplane or airplane ticket. They charge you a ticket and then they charge an additional tax. Those fees don't make any sense.
Well, Spirit has owed me $173 for 12 years. Can you help me get my money back?
You're not going to get that.
Well, at least you get that, because sometimes you just get a credit and then you forget that you got the credit or where it is and you don't use it at all.
Spirit wouldn't even answer the phone for me. They just kept me on hold the whole time. I had that Marvin Sapp song playing. I can't even remember the name of the Marvin Sapp song right now. Like, what's that Marvin Sapp song?
Let's Hold It in Your Spirit.
Not Hold It in Your Spirit. What was the other one?
I have no idea.
You know the song.
Now, why are you flying Spirit?
That was 12 years ago.
Oh.
No question. Don't judge me.
It's 12 years ago. Let it go, bro.
I don't even know if Spirit was alive back then, 12 years ago.
Now, you also talk about police reform.
When police officers or police departments violate the public trust, they must be held accountable. With the support of the families of victims, civil rights groups, and law enforcement, I signed an executive order for all federal officers, banning chokeholds, restricting no-knock warrants, and other key elements of the George Floyd Act. Let's commit ourselves to make the words of Tyler's mom true. Something good must come from this. Something good.
Never would have made it. That's the Marvin Sapp song. I still think Biden was very weak on police reform, though, because and the whole federal government has been weak on police reform. Like, he's still talking about training police officers. His Safe America plan wants to put 100,000 officers into the streets over the next 5 years. Joe Biden is a tough on crime politician, always has been and always will be.
They ain't going to abide by it no way. They get really into a scuffle, they're going to use that knee and a choke.
That's a fact.
And lastly, he talks about if he would be running again. People believe this is him alluding to the fact that if he will be or will not be.
We all are as formed as I am, but I think the people sent us a clear message. Fighting for the sake of fighting, power for the sake of power, conflict for the sake of conflict gets us nowhere. That's always been my vision of our country, and I know it's many of yours. To restore the soul of this nation, to rebuild the backbone of America, America's middle class, and to unite the country. We've been sent here to finish the job, in my view.
So him saying finishing the job, people believe that. That's
he said we.
Too.
He said we. And the Democratic Party is the party.
Be around.
Yo,
I'm not sure.
It is very ambitious to say that, you know what I'm saying? And there was an AP poll that said 52% of Democrats do not want President Biden to run again in 2024. I don't want him to run again either.
I think the stress would just take them on in.
Yeah, because if
much.
I forgot how much they say you age when you're in the presidency. That means that right now, Biden is like 107 years old.
A little older. I think about 110.
110?
110.
Okay.
110.
So he'll be 125 by the time he runs in 2024.
How old is the person's hand that he's shaking that's never there? The ghost? How old do you think that ghost is?
That's Spirit.
Spirit Airlines?
That's Spirit Airlines. That's what I'm saying. That was the Spirit.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Our co-host LisaRaye is here.
This is a great topic that comes from LisaRaye.
That's right. And the topic
You don't know that? We didn't brief you?
I mean, you know.
Let's play the audio first.
I don't know to this day why she was stuck on stupid with that. I just don't know. But so we took a break. And we took a break. I walked over to her and said, Stacey, just do the line the way she wants you to do it so we can get up out of here. And she put her finger up in my face. And she said, you don't tell me anything. And you could hear a pin drop on the set. Because when I tell you every bit of Southside Chicago was brewing up in here, that made me go, Stacey, if you don't get your finger out my face, but that was all I had to say. Because once I said that, she took off and made a beeline to her dressing room. But I was going to be right behind her because I couldn't take my shoes off that quick. So I was like, wait a minute, hold on. It was like, okay, I thought maybe she had wanted to talk to me in private. And I was going to grant her that.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
You remember that.
And what happened after that? You didn't get a chance to fight her.
No, I wasn't really trying to fight her. I just wanted her to finish saying what she was trying to say because I wanted to really understand where that came from. Because I was confused because it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We all were tired. I'm like, I'm saying my line. You the one. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can I help you?
That's cap. You was
Help
gonna
me,
whoop her
help
ass.
us.
You was gonna beat her ass. You was gonna drag her all through that set.
If it would have went any further, that perhaps would have happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I will not deny that.
So she was fired.
You did get her fired, though.
No. Did you get Angela Yee fired? I heard that.
No, that is not the case.
800-585-1051. Have you ever got a coworker fired? I love her. 800-585-1051. Woo. Have you ever got a coworker fired? That is the question.
So that rumor is wrong?
I don't have that much power. I mean, I wish I... No, I can't even say I wish I could. I would. But no, that was not my decision. That was the network's decision.
Oh. All right, well, let's talk about it. The question is, have you ever got a coworker fired? It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we have our co-host LisaRaye in the building. She's co-hosting today. Yes, and we're asking, have you ever got a coworker fired?
Now this came from a rumor.
A rumor
that LisaRaye had got Stacey Dash fired from Single Lady.
Right.
And then LisaRaye said to me, "Did I get Angela Yee fired?"
Right.
Well, so that's the question.
Well, this is the audio of the argument that happened with LisaRaye and Stacey Dash, where the rumor came from.
I don't know to this day why she was stuck on stupid with that. I just don't know. But so we took a break. And we took a break. I walked over to her and said, Stacey, just do the line the way she wants you to do it so we can get up out of here. And she put her finger up in my face. And she said, you don't tell me anything. And you could hear a pin drop on the set. Because when I tell you every bit of Southside Chicago was brewing up in here, that made me go, Stacey, if you don't get your finger out my face, but that was all I had to say. Because once I said that, she took off and made a beeline to her dressing room. But I was going to be right behind her because I couldn't take my shoes off that quick. So I was like, wait a minute, hold on. It was like, okay, I thought maybe she had wanted to talk to me in private. And I was going to grant her that.
Because of that, people thought that she got her fired. But LisaRaye is saying that is a rumor. That's not true.
That's a rumor because I don't have that much power. That was the network's decision.
Now, Charlamagne, do you have that much power?
No.
That was
Come on, Angela has her own show called Way Up with Angela Yee. It's a spinoff of The Breakfast Club. It comes on right after The Breakfast Club, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
2.
Yes.
Yeah, but that don't answer the question if you got her fired from here. So
No, I did not get fired. I don't have that kind of power.
Okay, there you go. All right. Say it loud for the people in the back. No.
Have you ever got somebody fired, Envy?
Me?
We still ain't answering the question.
Let me think.
You don't take that much.
I'm sure I have. I'm petty like that, so I'm sure
I've
I have.
definitely gotten people fired.
Oh, you did?
Of course.
Where?
I don't know. Throughout the course of history, yeah.
Breakfast
you know what
Club.
I mean? Because if people not doing their job or they not moving the way we need them to move, you know, you got to
get
make
them out of here.
decisions. Absolutely.
Definitely. Breakfast Club, we definitely did.
Who?
Y'all was in this together.
Don't say who then.
You know who.
I think I know who.
You know who.
Oh, yeah. I know a few.
I don't know who. We don't know who.
I know a few. What about you, Lisa? Have you ever got anybody fired, period?
I like how you did that. That's pretty good. I'm going to let you slide on that. No, I have never gotten anybody fired.
No, I'm petty. Like, I like people to work. And if you don't come to work, because everybody has a job. Everybody has a position. If you don't do your job or your position, that means we're losing. And if we lose, that means I can't feed my families and the other people around can't feed their families. So if you don't want to work, we don't need you here. Maybe this job is not for you. So I've gotten somebody fired up here before, and Charlamagne has. And
I am very instrumental in like customer service. Like I'm really high on that, and they're lacking that nowadays. You know, so I like to pull people to the side and tell them how important it is that they have this position in this job. And it's like, come on, you could do better because we got to do better.
Yes,
I do that.
I did get somebody fired. Remember? Remember that person that called that time? They called me an F boy.
Oh, you was disgusting for that.
What?
You was disgusting. This dude got a young lady fired because she was upset that Envy didn't tip her because she helped Envy to his car. You cursed that girl out on the radio and got her fired. That was wrong. That was foul.
That wasn't the case.
That was foul.
That wasn't
Even though
the
she
case.
shouldn't have expected a tip.
She worked at Bye Bye Baby, right? And
I wouldn't even bring that story up. She might sue you now for emotional distress.
And it wasn't even.
You know how people be now.
It wasn't even her. Somebody helped me to the car, and I took off. I left. It was a problem. She called the radio the next day and called me an F boy, and went off on me.
Yeah, because you come to that store with that expensive ass car, expensive ass clothes on, and can't tip nobody.
I didn't have.
I'm kind of on her side with this one.
But he said it wasn't her.
It wasn't her. It was me and homie.
But I'm still on her side because he came back and was like, man, you know, he ain't even tipped me. Imagine going back to your coworker. You're like, you just walked this man his Phantom, and he's like, this man ain't even tipped me.
Phantom, huh?
It wasn't no Phantom. I wasn't paying no baby criminal fan. He lying.
And I will say what LisaRaye said about not having the power to do something. You can only make recommendations, right? So you can only go to the powers that be and be like, hey, X, Y, and Z isn't doing X, Y, and Z.
And just for the record, I didn't even do that with Stacey Dash. I didn't even go and say anything like that. It was, to me, I could have worked with her the next day. I mean, because I don't need to like you to make money.
Oh, you did work with her the next day?
Yeah. She bought security and everything. I didn't know what they were there for. I felt the tension in the room. I was like, what is security? And they was like, for your ass. It was like, what? I was like, oh, I'm going to have a problem with this, I think. You know what I mean?
But I'm sure I got a bunch of people fired. Because if somebody's racist to me or I feel a way, I will go to their boss and I will write a letter immediately.
Ain't nobody ever been racist.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. When I go to a car dealership, when I used to go to a car dealership and I would go to look for a car and people wouldn't help me, they would just sit there and let me walk around the dealership for a long time, I would definitely make a complaint. All the time.
Oh, they just thought you had no money.
That's all.
Why? Because I was black and I was in a dealership.
You're Dominican.
I'm not Dominican. I'm black. You know what? I hate you, man. Let's go to the phone line. I hate you. You know, I hate you. I hate you.
I'll get you fired.
Kayla, good morning.
You're talking crazy to me.
Hi.
Good morning. Have you ever got a person fired, Kayla?
Yes.
Take us off Bluetooth. Take us off speaker so we can hear you, Mama.
Yeah, I did. I had to take you out of my Bluetooth. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. It was like years ago. And it was I was working at like a little store, in like a shopping center, and I was working with this older lady. She was like maybe in her 30s at the time, and it was real annoying anyway. So didn't nobody like her ass anyway. And we were working one night, and there was like a group of black kids, like high schoolers, walking around the plaza, not bothering anybody. And she's gonna look at me and say, "Oh, they shouldn't let kids just walk around like that. Look at them. You don't know what they're doing, what they're getting into." And she just went on this whole rant about how these kids shouldn't be allowed to walk around the parking lot. They were all black. So it was just, I mean, and she was racist anyway, we already knew. So I just used that as an opportunity to get her fired, because we all couldn't stand her.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Now, just to play white devil's advocate here, what if those kids were up to no good?
You said white devil's advocate?
Yeah, white devil's advocate. What if those kids were up to no good?
Rose.
Yes.
Good
Hi.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rose.
Oh my God, I'm on the radio. Hi, Charlamagne. I love you.
I love you more, Rose.
Oh yeah, so I'm calling today because I have never gotten anyone fired, but I am in the process of trying to get someone terminated.
Who are you trying to get fired, Mama?
Well, this guy I work for an appliance manufacturer. I've been working for them for 20 years. It's like the easiest and the most comfortable place to work at. And this guy is just overly comfortable. He's excessively absent. He randomly, I have to leave early. I have an emergency. He's 20-something years old. I don't know what kind of emergency he has. And doesn't help out at work. Everyone else helps each other out when we're overwhelmed. He just sits there at his desk, does his little thing. 3 o'clock comes, he's out the door.
Now, you sound like a little. See, does his work affect your work? Because if it doesn't affect your work, it's like you're on the hating fence.
No, it totally does. If he doesn't come in, then his work falls on other people's hands, and there's extra work for other people on top of their other responsibilities, and it's just unfair.
Maybe you should just have a conversation with him and make sure he's not going through nothing first.
Yeah, he might be having some problems at home.
Some life issues.
Might be lack of customer service.
Well, I heard through the grapevine he confided in someone else that he actually has another side job.
See, you a whole rat. Yeah, you ratting on him now. That's
you a whole snitch out here.
It don't sound like that. It sounds like you snitching on that man.
Inflation through the roof and you mad because somebody got a side job?
You know what I mean? He a little lady late and you trying to tell her on him. What's wrong with you?
I think you was right about the haterism.
Yeah, that sound like a little hater.
We are second worst enemy, boy. After the white man.
Won't we do it?
800-585-1051. Have you ever got a coworker fired? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. And your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic.
Come on.
800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about have you ever got a coworker fired? Now, we're here with our co-host, Miss LisaRaye. And the story came from LisaRaye, but she's saying it's a rumor. It's not true.
Yeah, it was a rumor.
Can we just play the little clip of why we thought that?
I don't know to this day why she was stuck on stupid with that. I just don't know. But so we took a break. And we took a break. I walked over to her and said, Stacey, just do the line the way she wants you to do it so we can get up out of here. And she put her finger up in my face. And she said, you don't tell me anything. And you could hear a pin drop on the set. Because when I tell you every bit of Southside Chicago was brewing up in here, that made me go, Stacey, if you don't get your finger out my face, but that was all I had to say. Because once I said that, she took off and made a beeline to her dressing room. But I was going to be right behind her because I couldn't take my shoes off that quick. So I was like, wait a minute, hold on. It was like, okay, I thought maybe she had wanted to talk to me in private. And I was going to grant her that.
So after that argument, people assumed that you got Stacey Dash fired.
And I don't know how they assumed that. I guess because, after the next season, she wasn't there.
Correct.
So, I mean, I get it. But no, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a petty person. Mm-hmm. I understand people need their jobs, their money, and I understand people go through things.
Right.
And we're women, you know what I mean? And we're emotional. And even if she would have told me whatever was going on that night that caused the, disagreement, I'd have been like, all right, cool. Next day is whatever. It just continued a little bit more than what it should have. And for me, it was like, what is your problem?
That's not petty, though, somebody almost putting I don't know, did she put her hand in your face? Or?
She did.
Oh, man. See, that's not petty. Now you're violating my safety and my boundaries, and you put me in a position where I might have to defend myself.
Well, that's why the rumor continued that I was going to get her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
and
I will say this. If you make me uncomfortable or you make me feel in a way where I don't want to come to work, or if I'm paying for a service and you're not giving me that service, I will complain. If I'm on a plane and there's a stewardess and she's acting nasty and I bought a first class ticket or a Delta Comfort ticket or a regular ticket, treat me with respect. Yeah. And if you don't, I'm gonna complain. If I go to a restaurant and the waitress is acting like a D head or whatever it may be, I'm going to complain.
I just don't know if that works though. You know what I mean? Like you can complain, but I mean you go back the next week and that person's still there.
Social media pretty strong though.
And when you light skin and the veins start popping up in your neck,
is that what it is?
Yeah. Your veins start showing in your neck like he does. He turn red. People listen to him a little bit.
Yo, shut up. Hello, who's this?
Yo,
Chris, take us off Bluetooth or speaker.
My bad. We good?
Yeah, we good.
I've definitely gotten somebody fired, dog. It kind of backfired on me a little bit. But you know what? First, I want to say good morning, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, beautiful LisaRaye.
Peace,
Good
King.
morning, thank you.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man. So check it out, man. I was a security guard, man, and I had this supervisor. He was like a military cat, man. He came in there. He was talking to me all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like crazy insults or whatever, just calling me stupid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I would make a mistake. And I guess other people was cool with it, but I wasn't. So, you know what I'm saying? I recorded him one time, and then I sent it up the chain to the head supervisor. You know what I'm saying? They at first they ain't do nothing about it, but then I said I was gonna. He was harassing me, so they got rid of him, and they came back and fired me for recording him without his permission.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, man. But you know what? It's all good, man. I was a security guard then, but you know what? I got a security company now, man. I'm a businessman.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
brother.
that's part of the plan then.
Hello, who's this?
This is Vicky.
Nikki, good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good. Have you ever
Blessed,
got
black,
somebody
and highly
fired at your job or work?
Hell yeah, I got somebody fired before.
I like how you said that with
Okay.
conviction. Say it with your
That.
chest. Tell us about it.
I bet. So I was working at the pharmacy, and there was this girl. Her name's Lucretia. And mind you, we both started working at the same time. I'm a full-blown lesbian. I take birth control so that, I could just, my menstrual, so on and so forth. She was taking it so that she ain't having no more kids because she got 4 kids.
Hold on, slow
And
down.
next
Hold
thing
on.
I saw-
Your Uncle Charlotte a little slow now.
We lost you a lesbian now.
You say you a lesbian, but you take birth control to not get your period, you say? Or control your period?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And she was taking it so she didn't have any more kids because she already had 4. She's only 24, 25, I think. But, all right, whatever. So, we did, and I get pulled over by one of my supervisors, and he's just like, birth control is coming up missing in the pharmacy, and, someone's telling us that it's you. And I'm just like, I know it's not me. And then that's when I asked one of my other coworkers, and he tells me that it's her. So I pull her to the side, and I'm like, why are you stealing these birth control pills? And I'm the one that's getting in trouble for this. And she's just like, because, I need the job. I'm like, bitch, I need the job too, so what you chatting about? So I sure enough did tell them. I was like, I'm a full-blown lesbian. I ain't trying to have kids. I was like, she don't want no more. I was like, she don't want us taking it. And he was like, really? And they we looked on camera, and it is her. And I'm like, oh, all right, bet. I'm like, I don't care. But then she got mad at me and didn't want to come to my house for Christmas. And I'm just like, all right, bet. I don't care. Oh, well, you're fired. Too bad.
Whoa. Wait. So y'all were friends? Because you say she didn't want to come to your house for Christmas, so y'all was friends?
That's my cousin.
Hold on. This is too much, man.
Oh, my goodness.
This is too
I
much.
was trying to follow the story, and it was like, well, you could have just let them do what they was gonna do and catch your own tape. You didn't have to say nothing. You knew it wasn't you.
This is what I think happened. I think both of them were stealing the birth control pills.
They both were stealing.
And they were butting heads because so many pills was missing because both of them were stealing. And then she played the LGBTQ
Which was
card.
a good play. That was a great play. I'm lesbian. Why I need
Why would
birth
I be
control
stealing
for?
birth control?
Right. That's a
she
great
the one
play.
that wanted more kids.
You damn right, because I ain't trying to get caught. Like,
So you admit both of y'all was stealing the pills? You admit both of y'all was stealing the pills?
I don't want to admit it, but I'm not working there no more. So
Boy, I swear. This is why Jesus ain't coming back. This is why Jesus ain't coming back. Jesus is sick of y'all, man. Boy, I swear to God, boy. Sometimes I just understand.
But that's a good
why
lie,
the white
though.
man created some of the legislation he created for y'all.
You pull a boss in the thing and be like,
Y'all.
how am I gonna steal it? I'm a lesbian. And what do you say as a boss? You can't go against that. That's
They could
smart.
have just went to the cameras, like she said. They had the old girl on camera. You could have left it at that.
Damn. Well, what's the moral of the story if there is a moral?
Moral of the story is I reserve the right, if somebody's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, to complain to the higher ups to get them,
Terminated.
Exactly. Terminated or fired. You terminated or you fired.
Damn it, man.
You're out of here.
All right, well, we got rumors on the way. Give us a little tease. What we talking
Just a
about?
little bit of something. Say we're going to talk about some suspected celebrity breakups.
Oh, all right. We'll get to that next. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Have love for me, girl. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have our co-host LisaRaye joining us.
Yes, morning.
Indeed. She has a show that premieres on TV One tonight or tomorrow? Thursday. It's called Asking for a Friend. So break down what the show is about.
It is about two single besties, because here's the thing, who knows you better than your mom and your dad? Your bestie.
Right.
So does your bestie know you well enough to be able to find you love?
Mm-hmm.
And so they go on 2 dates in one day, and at the end they try to figure out which one they like, or maybe they don't like, or maybe the two besties like each other.
Oh.
I'm the host of that, and I think it's fun. You know what I mean? It's revealing, it's exciting, it's universal because everybody right now is looking for love. The world needs love. I'm looking for love. You know,
you looking for love?
Oh, in all the right places, but they wrong for me.
I would assume people are intimidated to even kick it to the great LisaRaye.
Now, why would you say that?
Because you LisaRaye. And people been literally watching you for years.
That seemed like they should know how to get in there. Yeah.
No, but literally since Players Club, you've been like one of the epitomes of
you get free
beauty.
dances. I mean, come on.
But also, you remember she was married to a president.
Oh yeah, that could be. Yeah, ain't nobody got no. We ain't got no rap for that. Once you done did that, like you know what I mean.
Island. Sure, I can't do nothing with Burger King boy unless he owned the franchises.
You know what I'm saying? But Burger King boy might be your blessing.
If he started on the fries and then he moved over to the burgers, I can't do. I don't listen. No, seriously, I don't want to stress anybody out by trying to even keep up with me, and they can't automatically.
Yeah.
I may want to go to Bahamas for the weekend. I don't know about the lifestyle of vacation days and stuff because that's not what I do. So I want to go when I want to go when I need to go.
So do you mind like a Red Lobster or?
I can't hear both of y'all at the same time.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. So do you mind the Red Lobsters and
I love Red Lobster
and the
biscuits,
Outbacks
are you kidding me?
and Applebee's? You do that?
I do that.
Okay. So a guy can take you there and you're cool with that on dates.
Absolutely. I don't want to go every day. Or every weekend.
What if Burger King boy is?
Why you call it Burger King
That's
boy?
what she called him. What if Burger King boy is a true blessing? He treats you right.
Absolutely.
He puts you down in the bedroom. He got manners.
How he gonna treat me right? Because if he can't keep up with me, then we're exploring the world together. I can go for that. But if he's never been off his block, he's never experienced anything that I have experienced. I mean, come on, I've been around the block a few times. You know what I mean? I'm not a young girl anymore. So I do need someone that's experienced, cultured, well-traveled. Yeah. I've been doing all that for a long time. All my life, really.
But like you said, you could teach him.
You could teach him, clean him up.
I'm not trying to be a teacher. I am not trying to do that. I have a grandbaby. I'm teaching her. You know what I mean? That's enough.
All right. Well, let's come back and get to the rumors. We got rumors when we come back, right? All right. We'll play a joint for a little bit and be right back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host LisaRaye, and let's get to the rumors.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
All right. Where we starting, LisaRaye?
Halle Bailey and DDG sparked breakup rumors. Fans noticed that DDG unfollowed his girlfriend on Instagram and removed photos of her from his page.
Oh, that'll do it. That's a breakup.
First of all, I'm old. When I hear Halle, I think Barry.
When she first said Halle,
that's why I said slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yeah, that's a breakup. That's a breakup. You stop following your significant other and you remove all the pictures.
Man,
that's a breakup.
And here's another thing though. He tweeted all these girls the same. Ain't no way. I don't know what that can speculate what that means.
That's a breakup.
Man, stay out them children's business.
But here's the thing. A week later, Halle tweeted. She said, "I love my man."
Okay, you confused me.
Right, that's confusing. It's like, what's going on? So here's the thing. Why do we always think that as soon as somebody unfollows someone that it's an automatic breakup? Like, ooh.
It usually is.
Who's the unfollow police? Who keeps up with that kind of stuff?
I don't know who does that.
When these stories come out, I'm like, such and such unfollowed. I'm like, who keeps up with these things?
And she seems so sweet. She seems so sweet that nothing could go wrong with her. It's almost like, she just can't be nobody cheating on, not her. And she certainly wouldn't be cheating. But what if it was?
Yeah, that's my little cousin. And don't break up with her now. The Little Mermaid coming out. You want to go to them premieres?
Yo, shut up, man.
Is that your little cousin in your mind?
No, it is, bro.
Like they're like 6 cousins.
Hey, like we.
Oh, well, I'm glad I ain't say nothing. No.
Remember, he said that she shows him a world that he's never seen
before, right?
That Little Mermaid light gonna be different.
That's the world under the water.
Exactly.
That's a whole new world. I see it. That's what I want. I want somebody to show me the world differently in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like Diddy is doing with
Young Miami.
Girl. Yeah, she said it too. She was like, "I love the way that he shows me the world through his eyes." I said,
"But you like seeing the world, LisaRaye?
Not all the world." I want to see the rest of the world.
The rest of the world. All right.
Okay, how about Megan Thee Stallion unfollows Party Fontaine.
Yep,
that's it.
That's it.
But you see it. That's what it is. Now, they unfollowed each other. What about that? Is that a breakup? What that mean?
I think when you unfollow somebody, it's a breakup. That's what it usually is. Or somebody don't mess with you. Has somebody ever not unfollowed you?
I don't even know when people unfollow me. As I said, who are these people that keep track of this type of stuff? I don't even know this.
If somebody unfollow me after we being cool, we don't mess with each other no more. We don't F with each other.
But what about this, though? If you unfollow because maybe you got mature and you grew up and you said, you know what, I don't want everybody in my business. So you know what, I'm going to stop it here. Because I love the Jay-Z and Beyonce pleading the fifth thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care what nobody say about them. They not telling, they not talking, they not doing none of the tea.
Jay-Z not even on Instagram.
Well, but he is. Beyonce follows him.
Jay-Z, what?
He was at one time.
That's his fan page, maybe.
Nah, he was at one time.
What if I just unfollow you because I don't like you on Instagram? I might like you in real life, but on Instagram you be fronting and saying things that I don't agree with. Maybe I just don't want to follow you because I want to keep my friend in real life because I don't like the IG you or social media you.
Like, because IG is just for the hype. It's for the clapback.
That's right.
It's for all of that.
Nah, F that. If I unfollow you, I ain't effing with you.
I don't agree with that.
Do you follow me? No.
Let me check. I don't follow you?
No. You would know if you followed me. You would like my pictures. You'd be saying, girl, I remember that time and you did. And you ain't saying none of that.
You don't follow me.
I know. I asked you if you followed me. You know?
I follow you now. I follow you.
I'm going to keep it like that. Then I'm going to unfollow you. See if we broke up. No.
I just want to know who's keeping track of all of this stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The unfollow police.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And I've had
people get paid for that.
Really?
I don't know.
The fans do that. All right. Well, that is your room report. Who you giving your donkey to, Charlamagne?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need some students, not all of them, some students at Colorado State University to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a word with them. I approve of some heckling, but some heckling might be going too far. We'll talk about it.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday? With DraftKings Sportsbook same-game parlays, you can pocket more cash when you combine multiple bets from one game. Download the app, sign up with code ENVY, that's ENVY, and get a special offer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the Day, ask Charlamagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed blessing.
So like a donkey. Yeehaw. Okay. Donkey of the day.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, February 8th goes to some students at Colorado State University. Okay, listen, all students from Colorado State University, y'all don't need to take this to heart. Okay, what's the saying? If it don't apply, let it fly? Because I'm not talking to all of y'all, but I am talking to the ones who were sitting in the student section when Colorado State was playing Utah State. Okay, listen, for everyone who performs live in front of people, whether it's comedy, live podcasts, sports, singing, public speaking, you got to look alive in 2023 because heckling is back. I don't even know if we call it just heckling anymore, but we are in an era where you can be on stage doing your thing, but the people watching you in the crowd, they on stage too. In their mind, because they got a phone and followers and various platforms, and you think they think they the star of the show. Okay, no, but they not. All right. Or you might think you the star of the show, but in their mind, they're like, nope, not on my watch. And if they aren't recording themselves, they know somebody's watching. They know somebody's recording, which is why the GOP was heckling Biden yesterday during the State of the Union. I thoroughly enjoyed Marjorie Taylor Greene calling Joe Biden a liar. Okay, because the president accused Republicans of, wanting to take away programs like Social Security. Another lawmaker yelled out, "It's your fault," a reference to the amount of drugs that are being smuggled in via the U.S.-Mexico border because they know Biden is weak on border control. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. And Biden had to roll with it. No script, no teleprompter. He had to freestyle and push back in real time. I appreciated it. Same way Dave Chappelle had to keep going when a man with a gun that identifies as a knife tried to stab him. Okay, the show must go on. And that is the moral of today's donkey. Even with the hecklers and distractors, the show must go on. But is there such thing as too far? The answer is yes. Okay, in 2023, of course it is. Because when Colorado State University was playing Utah State, Utah has a player named Max Shoga, who is from the capital of Ukraine. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the capital of Ukraine, but it's spelled Kylv, and I feel dyslexic just looking at it. But Max Shoga was at the free throw. That's what it is?
I don't know.
Oh, see, that's why I didn't try. Now you didn't spit all over the microphone, Lisa.
Okay.
Lisa's
his.
But Max Shulga was at the free throw line late in the game, and if you're a ball player, you have to expect some heckling in a situation like that. But Colorado State University said to hell with what Michelle Obama talking about because they went low. Do you want to hear what they started chanting while Max Shulga for the Ukraine was at the line? Let's go to Fox 13 Salt Lake City for the report, please.
So 40 and 9/10 seconds remaining here as Shulga goes to the free throw line.
Colorado State's fans' intentions to make Max Shulga miss a free throw worked, but at what cost? The rival school's fan section chanted Russia at the Utah State player who is from Ukraine. Colorado State tweeted an apology to Shulga, saying the behavior was a violation of our steadfast belief in sportsmanship. Shulga released a statement writing that this has been an extremely difficult and challenging year with his family living in constant danger. He went on to say that the chants were extremely upsetting in the moment, but that he accepts and appreciates the apology.
Let's go, Russia. Let's go, Russia. That is nuts to chant when someone is at the free throw line. Okay, but it worked. He missed the free throws. But at what cost, all right? This is as disrespectful as back in the day when Magic Johnson came back to play after his diagnosis and arenas were doing a chant that sounded like MVP, MVP, MVP. But it wasn't MVP.
Nope.
I bet you won't say that one, Envy.
What they were saying?
Yes.
They were saying HIV. That's what they were saying.
That's what they were doing. HIV. HIV. Why would you play with someone's health like that? Okay, especially back then when we didn't know if it was a death sentence or not. Same rules apply with what Colorado State did with Max Shulga people over there in the Ukraine, okay? People are dying in that man's country. This man's country is at war. They got attacked. Colorado, y'all wouldn't stand for someone chanting the name of mass shooters. If someone started chanting the name of the sick bastards who were behind the Columbine or Club Q mass shootings, y'all wouldn't appreciate that. So how about simply show others the same respect? Please let Remy Ma give those students at Colorado State University the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Now, I do wonder if in sports it's a little different.
It is, because they yell out everything. You remember Tristan Thompson? They were yelling out the Kardashians at one time, messing him
light,
up.
though.
I mean,
You know,
that's right, though.
For Mello, they was doing something about Lala at one
That's
time.
light. That's
right,
light
though.
compared to Ukraine.
Nah, he was going through it at the time. They were both going through it at the time. Like, they had
And
relationship
where's he
problems.
from?
The Ukraine.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying it's the right chant if you're trying to make somebody miss free throws.
Correct. You're trying to get them out their game.
Missed it.
You definitely missed them.
Yeah, you're trying to get them out their head. So, yeah.
So when it comes to sports, anything goes to get into
That's
somebody's
not
head.
right.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
you know.
It's a lot that's not right.
Yeah.
But things happen.
Yeah, there was people accused of a sexual assault one time, and they were screaming out the victim's name in one of these games. They've been doing it before. I think they even did it to Deshaun Watson. I think when he played football, he was chanting something.
Yeah.
Listen,
They
y'all
do it all
take
the
y'all
time.
sports serious.
Yeah, they do.
You
They
know?
disrespectful all the time.
Anything for the win.
Anything for the win.
Damn.
All right.
Damn. Glad I don't play sports.
Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, when we come back, where we going?
LisaRaye's house.
All right, we're going to LisaRaye's house. 800-585-1051. So LisaRaye came in here this morning. We got the first break when she was talking about it? No, we ain't got it.
She's right here. She can explain it.
So this morning you came in and
Sound
you were
like
saying,
you want to hear it. No.
Yes, right. You were saying that, you got too many damn people in your house.
I do. I got a lot of testosterone in me. Being the queen of the castle, can only be one queen, you know. But I got a lot of estrogen going on in my house. I got my mama there, I got my daughter there, my grandbaby, my assistant. It's a lot of estrogen in one place. You know what I mean?
But you say you feel like you want them out. Damn.
Yeah, let's all say it together.
Right. Out.
Damn, even the mama?
Yeah, because
Jesus.
it's been like 4 or 5 years, and I just don't feel as grown as I am. I want to walk around butt naked if I want to. I don't want to conduct my life like a single parent because I'm not. My daughter's grown. You know what I mean? You came back +1. You know what I mean? And everybody's enjoying the fruits of my labor, but no one's doing any labor but me.
Damn.
Got all these roommates, but ain't nobody paying but me.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it does not free me up to do what I have to do peacefully.
Yeah.
But I will say this, my mom is sick. And so I've been taking care of her for the last couple of years. And so I'm really honored to be able to spend that time with her. But it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy and it's stressful.
How does that
It's
affect
emotional.
your dating life? Because you can't bring a guy home.
Nah, because I mean, can you imagine doing nasty next door, you know, to your mom across the hall? You know what I mean? I can't holler, you know, pillow all in my face, and, you know, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't going that
Headboard, and I was kidding.
I was going that. I was thinking about like maybe you cook for him, maybe at night, you know, you watching television. And
I cook for everybody.
Your daughter's walking around, the grandbaby, your
That's
sisters.
too much. That's too much. That's almost like, hi, how are you? And then I don't want nobody in my business like that because I don't want to, you know, have to explain nothing until it's time to explain, and that's gonna take a little minute.
And you don't want them judging.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you grown. You can have as many people through the house as you want to.
And I don't feel that way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel that way when I'm only writing the checks and out to the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't feel the peace that I need to feel because I give away so much energy when I'm out, you know, working. You know what I mean? And so, you know, for a while, last year, 22 was a little rough. I was working for a free meal and a free airline ticket. Like, I'll go. I'll come on. You know what I mean? Because I'm running away from home.
Oh, just to get away. Wow.
Just to get away. You know
So
what I
mama
mean?
cool. You want everybody else out, basically.
I want everybody.
So what is the question? 800-585-1051.
The question is, how do you know, I don't want to, is freeloader the right? Is that the right word?
freeloaders.
I mean, everybody got a situation. You know what I mean? Everybody got something. The reason why my mom can't go nowhere because she's sick. You know what I mean? So that's that. You know what I mean? My assistant, I need her, but I can be selfish sometimes. It's like I only want to need you when I need you, and when I don't.
So how do you get freeloaders out your house?
I don't want to say freeloaders, but how do you get unwanted family members out of your house?
Well, I don't like the way that sound either.
Yeah.
I guess it is.
585-1051. Let's discuss.
When people have overextended their stay, how do you get them out your crib?
Okay.
Time limit.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, LisaRaye, joining us this morning.
Queen LisaRaye.
And when she came in this morning, she was talking about she need to get all them people out her house.
Yes.
She said her mama's there, her daughter, her grandbaby, assistants, and everybody else. And you want them out.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
You know what I mean? Because I know my mom is sick. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm going to stay there. And it's no secret that we did a Yanla Fix My Life a couple years ago. You know what I mean? But the tables have turned. You know what I mean? She's not the strong, vibrant woman she was when she was raising me. So now I'm seeing my mom deteriorate in front of my face. And it's hard for me to even watch that.
Imagine.
You know what I mean? And it's hurtful. It's emotional. It's stressful. I feel suffocated. I've drained, definitely. You know what I mean? And then this sorrow and guilt, just all of that wrapped up in one. And that's too many emotions to go through every day, all the time.
Yeah, that's such an honest assessment of a situation like that because, you know, it got to be an emotional cocktail because on one end, like you said, you're the daughter now, your mother's deteriorating, but you're in a position to be able to take care of her. So that's a blessing.
Yes.
Right? But then on the other end, it's like, I still want to live my life, too. I want my own space.
Yeah.
It is. Mama, have you ever thought about, you know, getting an apartment for both of them where where your daughter will take care of your mom and that way you know you can still have your mom on certain occasions but that way they're out of your hair.
Look how she's doing her hands. She's like, whoa.
Yeah, look here. In my house there's a lot of tension going on because the situation has made us all caretakers. And being a caretaker is a lot because first of all you don't know how to be a caretaker, so everything is just by example and trial and error. You know what I mean? We're all very stressed because I jump up in just enough time for me to go and do what I need to do. But I'll go in the room and say, hey mom, I'm about to leave. Well, can you make me a bacon and egg sandwich and I want an all white omelet with just, you know, and then it's like a order. And I'm thinking, but I got to be somewhere in 20 minutes. And you know what I mean? But she don't care. And then at the end of the day, I'm thinking she ain't ate. You know what I mean? And then I try to throw it to my daughter and she's on her way out to do something because, you know, she got, you know, things to do as well. So it's a balancing act every day and you don't know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. And to be quite honest, you get tired. I'm tired.
What about delegate duties? Like, why not, you know, say, hey, if y'all going to stay in my house, this is what y'all have to do.
I do that too. I have a great assistant and she helps more than anybody. She does. But she tends to do everything. You know what I mean? And then I see her and her tension that she's going through, and so she's stressed out. So if she's stressed out, then you stressing me out because now you asking me things that you should already know, and you're not even reminding me what I'm supposed to be reminded because you thinking of other things. And she got a life too. You know what I mean? So it's hard.
Now, final question before we go to the phones. How does your family feel about you airing them out like this?
Well, you know, I needed help. To be quite honest, when we did Iyanla, we went for my daughter really. And my mom just kind of turned up and made a yell and say, well, wait a minute here. I think maybe it's about you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And so it showed me so much about our relationship. And I learned so much about my mom being with me. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad that I did, because now I understand, I have more clarity. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't work on it and have tools to be able to work on it, then you can pass this down as a generational curse.
Are you
know
only
what
child?
I mean?
You only? Oh no, you're not only child. I'm dumb.
Right,
yes,
but between my mom and dad, yes. You know, and so it made me see a lot, but it made me have to do more work on myself, and that's cool. But I am splitting myself from every angle, and it's a lot. You know what I mean? And I know I'm not the only one, because there's a lot of people when I share it. I just shared it with Amanda Seals the other day.
Amanda Seals, yeah.
And she was like, me too. You know what I mean? And it's so, even for me, automatically, it was like, because we shared something automatically. And she was like, it's so tough. And it was like, yes, it is. And we teared up, because it was like someone that understood for just a moment, and we didn't have to say anything to each other, but just look and embrace each other. It was like a sisterly, unspoken word thing of, take care, sister, this too shall pass. And it was like, yes.
The crazy part is I'm an only child, so, you know, I got 6 kids. So, you know, when my mother-in-law stayed there before she passed, and all my kids at the house, and my mom and pops, when they stay with me, I love.
You got young kids though, except for Madison.
Madison and Logan, yeah. But I love the people at my house. I love when my mother-in-law was there. I love it, because as a child, I was always by myself. So I love seeing the faces and seeing the people, and this one, I enjoy it.
But here's the thing with me. I had my house to myself for only 1 year once I had put my daughter out. That's a different story. But when she came back, I had just got used to being at home by myself and having wine by my fireplace, going out to my pool, just enjoying my home. And I was like, okay, I like this. I'm an empty nester. And now everybody came back, and I'm going, wait a minute, when am I going to have my downtime, my me time, my space? You know, and I just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, let's take some calls. Let's take one now, and then we'll take some more calls when we come back. 800-585-1051. Janae, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Janae, you got some freeloaders at your crib?
I have 2 of them.
How old are they?
And there's one of them is 36, and the other one is 30, and I'm 27.
Wow. So what are you doing? How are you gonna get them out, or do you want them out?
I do want them out, because I just found out some information this morning. So when I first moved to Florida, my sister, she came to stay with me because she got into an accident. She was paying at first, so it was cool. Then all of a sudden, come up with excuses why she can't help out. Then my boyfriend moved in. Then I find out this morning that they were messing around. I caught them together.
Whoa.
And I found out he was messing with some 50-year-old woman. So they gotta go.
Dang.
That's enough reason right there. You don't need no other reason.
Yeah, that's a kick out. That ain't even y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get the F out now.
Jesus.
Before I call the police or grab a pistol or something.
800-585-1051. We're asking, do you have some family members or some kids or some people in your house that you want to get out? How do you get them out? What's your problem? What's the dilemma? Call us up. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. And your opinion to The Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, LisaRaye, joining us. And LisaRaye, when she first walked in, she was telling us that she had some freeloaders or some family members, her mom, her daughter, her granddaughter, her assistant, people in the house that she want out. She
Yes.
want to walk around the house butt naked. She want to have wine by her fireplace. She want to do what grown people do in her
live her
crib.
life.
Right.
I get it.
And she can't get them out. Now, you don't have that problem.
No, I mean, all my kids are young. Like, I got a 14-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 16-month-old.
Right, so you're just enjoying that part of your life.
Absolutely.
I'm in the prime of my life. I'm in that middle age stage of, you know, and I'm successful.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to enjoy, you know, doing whatever it is that I want to do. I want to explore, find out more about me. You know what I mean? Without anybody busting in my room or asking me what I want or what I need. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I love each and every one of them. But I think each and every grown person deserves and need their own space.
I get it.
Hello, who's this?
This is Tara from Savannah.
Hey, Tara. Good morning. Tell us
Tara.
your situation. What's up, mama?
Okay, I have a 3-check rule when it comes to me. You can stay, but after 3 paychecks, you gotta go.
What you mean, when they get 3 paychecks?
Yes, the first check is to pay any old bill. Your second check is to pay your deposit. And your third check is to get your first money to get the hell out.
But LisaRaye, you said they not even working.
No, we ain't got time.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, LisaRaye the only one working.
Damn it, man. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Miles calling from Fort Lauderdale.
Miles.
Hey, Miles.
Talk to us.
Hey, LisaRaye, you are just beautiful, and fellas, y'all are the bomb.
Thank you, King.
But at the end of the day, peace of mind is everything, man. So you just got to put them out. You know what I'm saying? I've had people that I've tried to help, that I know, friends, family. They're in the house. They ain't got no job, but yet and still, you get off from work and they beating you in the shower. Or you get up in the morning to go to work and they beating you in the shower. What you taking a shower for? You ain't got nothing playing all day. Get your ass out my shower.
I could be wrong here. I could be wrong. I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. I think LisaRaye got more than one shower in her house, bro.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not on her level. You know what I'm saying as far as that. But I'm just saying, people, they take advantage. You go in the fridge to make a sandwich and ain't no more cheese because they done used the last piece of cheese. And I agree with her. When you grown, you should be able to walk around your house and do what you want in your house the way you want. When you got people there, you can't live the way you want to live. So at the end of the day, they gotta go.
I will do that though. If anybody's in my house, staying at my house, and I eat their food is my food. Like my son will order Uber Eats and put it in the fridge. I eat it. That's mine. You don't pay no rent.
Yeah, I pretty much do that. Here's the thing. Nobody keeps my house the way that I would keep it. Because they say to me, well, nobody's going to clean like you. You want us to clean like you? And it's like, who else would you clean like then?
That's gaslighting. If you ask somebody to clean up in your house and they say, well, nobody gonna clean like you, so why should I?
And it's like, let me show you.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't mop. I don't know how to mop. Look here, I don't know how to pay these bills, but I do.
That's not true. Now, LisaRaye, if you're one of those OCD people that...
That's me, yes.
See?
Yes,
nobody gonna clean like that. That's gear. Nobody gonna clean like that.
As she said, let me show you.
No.
You can learn how to clean.
No, because they do things detailed. They're the type that want to clean the moldings and get a Q-tip and make sure there's no dust on it. Make sure all the bottles are facing the same way.
But I got that kind of house because here's the thing. I ain't got you in an apartment. We ain't on top of each other. You got your own room. You got your own space and you're not paying no bills. I should not have to come home and wash dishes,
I agree.
mop a floor, or do any of that.
She's absolutely
Ever.
right. She's absolutely right.
Ever.
And I hope they listen to this program today. I hope
Me too.
your family is listening.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. What's going on?
Joe, it seems like you so depressed you got people in your house right now. Take us off Bluetooth
He
for
one of the people.
speaker. He one of the people in the house. Joe, talk to us.
Hey, what's up? I'm Joe from Norfolk, man.
Norfolk 757. What up, brother?
What's going on? Hey, I don't really got nobody in my house that I want out right now, but I've been in this situation before. You got to be honest with them. Tell them get the hell up out of there.
Hold on. You've been in this situation as you've been the person that have to tell people to leave, or you've been the person that got told to leave?
I've been the person that had to tell people to leave.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. A lot of words.
I think we came to that conclusion a long time ago.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Jay from the Bronx.
Jay from the Bronx.
What's going on, y'all? Shout out,
Jay.
love.
How's it
What's
going?
on, y'all?
Peace, King.
How you doing? Oh my God, it's the legend, Miss LisaRaye.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
All right. So, based on the topic that y'all got going on, man, I totally agree. I think, all honesty, the best way to get people out of your house, for me personally, if I invite somebody in my crib and they stay in there, then I already accepted the responsibility. So the only way that I was able to get it out, which was my nephew, I had to help him get some work. So what I ended up doing, like during COVID time, he was struggling a little bit. I got him a scooter for Uber.
Okay.
And, he started to hustle. And he did his thing. And, eventually, he was making that money. He made like $60,000 that year. And, he moved out.
But what I would say, you Latino, bro?
Nah, I'm not Latino.
Okay, because I would say in some backgrounds, like that's what they do. They have people living in their house, like that. That's what they do. Like in some, I would say like Indian family, like that. That's what they do. Their mother and father stays with them, like it's known. And I know in some Latino families, the whole family be there.
Asian families.
Well, I agree when it comes to mom and
Boy,
dad.
that sounds so stereotypical and racist. And we say when you Mexican, the whole family stay in the house. And we say 30 of y'all in a one-bedroom
Mom
apartment.
and dad.
This guy is so crazy. You can't clean that up.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I did not say that. I didn't say
That's
nothing
exactly what you said.
No, I did not.
And when you Latino, it's 30 of y'all in a one-bedroom apartment.
I think he was trying not to say that. But I understood. I understand.
I seen all of y'all get out of one car. I seen 10 of y'all get out of a Kia. That's all you were saying. This guy is crazy.
But I know what you mean because Asian families do that too. They do that whole pyramid thing where they send somebody over to work, they send their money back. They do that. We the only culture that don't really do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
LisaRaye gets what I was saying.
And also, too,
Yeah, it's a
LisaRaye,
light-skinned thing.
you a Libra, so Libras like to keep it light. I got 2 Libras in the house, and Libras instinctively turn away from people who they feel are too negative or heavy.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's got to be messing with you too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I will say this. I know right now we're all there for one purpose, and that's to help my mom, because we do coexist together to help her. But after that, they're gonna have a time limit.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not even gonna
I translated that one. Lord have mercy.
I release you.
Lord have mercy.
In the name of the Lord.
Is that the moral of the story?
How soon after, though, you think, would you do that? Are you going to give them time to grieve, at least?
But, I mean, yeah, and, the thing is, too, my grandbaby's there, so I know we're going to have some separation issues, you know what I mean, because she's used to being with me all her life. I know that I'm going to go through a change, but here's the thing, change is good. Change means growth, you know what I mean? And so we're all going to have to do that. I'm looking very forward to that. That's all I'm saying.
You earned the peace?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'll let you know when I get it, okay?
All right. Now we got rumors on the way. What we talking about?
What rumors we got on the way? Orlando Brown. He kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. We'll talk about him when we come back. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. LisaRaye's here.
The Breakfast Club.
All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, LisaRaye, joining us.
Yes, indeed.
And let's get to the rumors.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on The Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on The Breakfast Club.
Now, you guys remember actor Orlando Brown?
Of course.
He will undergo a psychiatric evaluation following his arrest for domestic violence back in Ohio in December. They want to see if he is fit to stand trial. I know that he's been in and out of the news doing a lot of different type of things, and it is, raising
like
eyebrow for mental illness.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he has some problems and needs to get checked out and worked on. Absolutely.
So I like this kind of story, though, because here's the thing. Once you can identify with it, at least you can start getting some help.
That makes so much sense to me. I think that they should do that for everyone. I mean, think about how many people are sitting in jail right now and they actually need to be in some type of mental facility.
And when they're in denial.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If they want help, what happens if they don't want help? Because some people, I would assume maybe they're having problems, but don't identify what those problems are.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's having an evaluation, though, because he's done so much till they're like, we can't leave it up to you anymore.
Right.
We're going to go ahead and do a test on you just in case we have to keep you a little longer.
Makes sense.
Between the old white walls, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Another tragic story. 3 missing rappers whose bodies were found in a rat-infested apartment. They were shot in targeted attack. It was in Detroit.
Yeah.
Right? 3 victims, and I don't know. It's like something about they were there for a rap showcase, and then the showcase was canceled, so they didn't do the showcase. But I'm thinking, how much money could they really have on them?
Gentlemen on them, yeah. How much money? They wouldn't have thousands.
I think it was maybe a setup.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was about to say, it sounded like that wasn't no showcase. It was a setup. Like they got that to lure them there.
Yeah, we got the news
Tragic
report.
update from Michigan. We told you about a search for 3 aspiring musicians who have been missing for nearly 2 weeks. Now police confirm all 3 were found dead. Investigators discovered the bodies of Armani Kelly, Dante Wicker, and Montoya Givens in the basement of an abandoned apartment building in Highland Park, Michigan. This is just outside Detroit. The men had been scheduled to perform in Detroit on January 21st and went missing after that show was canceled. Police have opened a homicide investigation.
Lord have mercy. All right,
to their family.
Brothers. Yes. Come on.
I just want people to realize that you don't have to take a life, an eye for an eye. You know what I mean? It's just too much going on. Too much violence.
I agree. Give me something light, LisaRaye.
I don't know if I got anything light. I mean, we can talk about something. 6'9". And let me see if I even know how to pronounce this brother's name.
Anuel.
Did
I say right? Anuel?
Is that it?
Yes,
Okay.
Anuel.
AA's brother had a heated confrontation, but I know they caught some on video and they start speaking in Spanish. I think that's a way that you don't have to let everybody in your business. What the heck?
Well, I don't know what's going on, y'all. All I heard was 6'9".
6'9" and Anuel, I guess, got into an argument, right? You got the argument?
Could you explain to me?
Like that. I don't give a f.
He said culo. What does culo mean?
I'm old. I was born in 1978.
It means butt? How they know they was arguing and not...
Probably say kiss my culo.
Just being passionate about what they talking about. I go through that sometimes.
Who's Anuel? I don't know who that is.
Anuel's a huge Latino artist. It's Anuel, Bad Bunny. I know
Bad Bunny.
He's a huge artist.
Okay,
Huge.
Well, what can they be arguing about?
I have.
Oh, he just want this moment to go viral.
They're trying to get each other out the house. Too many people in this house.
Okay.
All right.
Too many people in this house.
Your rumor report. When we come back, we got the People's Choice mix. So don't move. 800-585-1051. Let's start it off with some Hove when he did the blow the whistle over, dedicating that to Braun. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Thank you for Synthesizer's Instant Replay, Peanut Butter, and Standard Time. Are these just words strung together? Or is it just some connection between them? I don't have the answer, but Crown Royal does. Curious? Well, that's an itch you can scratch this Super Bowl Sunday. Please drink responsibly. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. LisaRaye, our guest host. Now, it's Black History Month. What are we repping for?
Man, every day during Black History Month, the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, we release a podcast called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, hosted by my guy B-Dot. And today, B-Dot is going to school us to some information that you may not know about plantations, brick plantations, to be exact. Let's discuss.
I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know.
Now, I learned this when I visited Charleston, South Carolina. The port of Charleston was the largest slave port in the United States. It says over 80% of the enslaved Africans passed through the city of Charleston. They've got the old Slave Mart Museum, the hanging trees. Hell, Fort Sumter is a rock's throw away. I very ignorantly thought that the only plantations there were cotton plantations. When you see the movies, there's always cotton plantations. You hear the jokes, they always cotton picking. But a lot of times, these white overseers just had a bunch of land, but they didn't have the skill set to cultivate the items that were on their land. Whatever you had an abundance of is what you sold. There were plantations of spices. There were plantations of cotton, of course, plantations of tobacco, plantations of sugar, and plantations of bricks. I got a chance to speak to a historian when I was in Charleston because that intrigued me, brick plantations. And he let me know that was a real family affair. Like, how do you make a brick? Well, you get the ground clay with the water. That's usually where Dad would be, in the water, digging up the earth soil, getting that ground clay. Then you got you a runner, usually a teenager, that fills that wheelbarrow up with this clay and gets it up the hill to Mom and the siblings. Second part of brick making is forming the clay into the desired shape. That was usually the task of the children. Once they're in shape, Mom gets them, and the third step is firing those bricks. That was usually Mom's job. A truly traumatic family affair. It was interesting because my children were with me in Charleston, and the historian let us know you could tell that the children's hands were the ones that formed the bricks because you could still see the child-sized fingerprints in the bricks. Watching my children put their fingers in the same grooves that enslaved Africans of their age and size touched and formed hundreds of years ago. Maybe just think about children on brick plantations, and all day long their job is to be in the water, getting the clay from Dad, or running the clay up the hill to Mom, or putting the clay in brick form. Regardless what your job was or what your role was on that plantation, you knew you were doing that from sunup to sundown, from yesterday to tomorrow, for the rest of your life. I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
All right. Well, happy Black History Month.
That's right. And listen, man, make sure you subscribe to the I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. Salute to my guy, B-Dot, man. They are actually teaching I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. It's been added to the curriculum in 15 schools in North Carolina, man. So, B-Dot, you're doing good work out there, my brother. Salute to you.
All right. Now, we also got to shout out Dunkin' Donuts for stopping by with their sweet Valentine's Day delivery of brownie batter and Cupid's Choice heart-shaped donuts, all right? And don't forget, you can pick up Dunkin' gift cards for the new rewards member exclusive brownie batter signature latte. You can become a member on the app today. America runs on Dunkin'. And we got the positive note when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Miss LisaRaye, joining us. Now, LisaRaye, You hosted all day long. Now you got a premiere of your show tomorrow, 8, 7 Central on TV One, called Asking for a Friend. Now, breaking down what Asking for a Friend is.
Asking for a Friend is the new dating show with two single besties trying to find love for the other, because who else knows you best than your mom and your dad? You're a bestie. So they go on 2 dates in one day and try to narrow it down to if they like the person or if they not, if they're going to go on another date, if they're not. So it's fun. It's exciting. It's revealing. It's fresh. It's current and it's universal, because everybody is looking for love, trying to find love, want love.
When are we going to do the For the Love with LisaRaye show?
Yeah. That part.
When we
I'm going to try to see if the show can help me. But we got to let the first season go past first. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well,
Thursdays.
We appreciate you for hanging out with us all morning long. Anytime you're in town,
feel free to pull up.
Yeah, pull up on us.
I'll be back here, I think, June. Well, let me see. I'll be
June?
back here. No. I'll be back here March 4th. For women doing it big, it's at the Hilton Newark Airport. I want y'all to come through that, because women do it
What
big.
day is that? What day is the March 4th? Saturday or something?
March 4th is...
Seem like it should be a weekend.
Why you don't do the thing in Puerto Rico no more? We used to have a ball in Puerto Rico.
I know, right? I want to do something back in Turks and Caicos, so I'm waiting to see, when his trial is going to be over, so we can kind of go back and do some things.
Okay.
I've been back, several times, but they're still going through that over there. So
absolutely.
And March 4th is a Saturday.
Okay.
So you should come in March 3rd and host on March 3rd.
Bam, there it is. And then the chair be here, right?
The chair should be here by March 3rd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So March 3rd. All right. And we got a shout out to Tyrone Lane of Atlanta. He just picked up $1,000 courtesy of Crown Royal. So a Crown Royal bag of $1,000. Tyrone won the Daily Bread contest. So he's going to use that money to invest in his podcast equipment, and he's going to create a podcast. All right. So shout out to him and good luck. And if you want to register so you can win some money, breakfastclubonline.com. And shout out to our friends at Crown Royal. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man. It comes from the great Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou once said, do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?